Decided to live stream walking from the gym of Washington, D.C., U Street. Um, Walked for a few blocks, got to beautiful Swan Street, so I thought I would share beautiful DC architecture. I don't always get a chance to go to the gym in the middle of the day, but I'm a school teacher, so I haven't had a need to work since June, since I'm on summer break. So I am going to the gym at noon. Usually I go in the evening, sometimes more than once a day, but in summer I can go at noon if I want to. Got a smoothie at the gym, very berry smoothie. Today is not too hot. It's pleasant. It's like 84 and not as humid as usually in DC. So I decided to walk. I live downtown, so it's like half an hour walk. Today is a perfect day for that. So here is a cute Swan Street, close to U Street in DC. Did a head class. If I go tonight, maybe I'll do Zumba. I also lift. I do a lot of things. I just don't do yoga and cycling. Everything else I do. So let's see. Still Swan Street, Swan and 15th. Again, beautiful DC architecture on a lovely summer day. It's like 84, fairly dry, very unusual for DC. So I thought it would be nice to walk home from U Street. Look at these Victorians. I love this architecture. I love these Victorians. And of course, DC is so eclectic. Has a lot of modern buildings, but a lot of Victorians. Got a smoothie at the gym. Very berry smoothie. Tastes pretty refreshing. Thought I would share our beautiful DC. It's a pretty quiet street. One of the prettiest in this area. U Street, DuPont, that area. Yesterday, took my dog to the mall. National Mall, of course. Terrible, all blocked off. Everything under construction. I don't know. Doesn't look good. We couldn't get past Washington Monument. I mean, half of it is blocked off because of July 4th celebration, which I understand they're still taking those barriers down, but half of it is all fenced off because of all the stupid construction. Here is the end of Swan Street, coming up to 14th Street. 14th Street in DC is very lively, especially in the evening. Has lots of restaurants, nightlife. But even during the day, it's a pleasant street to walk. I mean, DC is super walkable, and I live downtown, so for me, it's a perfect lifestyle. I work in the suburbs, I take metro, but I live downtown, and that is a perfect way of living for me because I'm a walker. I walk a lot. And sometimes people say, oh, you're lucky, but no, it's not luck. I chose it that way. I live in a small place, but in a perfect location, and those are my priorities. I know a lot of people pick much bigger houses and prefer to be further out, but to me, it's important to be in a walkable location. I'm on your side, young lady. I know people are posting something, but because I'm walking and I'm streaming from my phone, so I can't quite see very well what people are saying. Just trying to give you a better view of 14th Street. I'm trying to see what people are saying. Oh, hi. Now I can't see the names because of the glare and the sun. But hi, everyone. Hi from Washington, D.C. I've lived here for 21 years. 21 years in this country, and all of them in this city, and all of them pretty much in the same location in downtown in Penn Quarter. Love my neighborhood. Right now, walking from U Street. It's like a 30-minute walk, I guess, and it's sunny but not overly humid. And it's like 84 degrees. So it's fairly reasonable for DC in July. So we see very different architecture here on 14th Street compared to Swan Street that we just saw before. I love that you can walk everywhere in DC. And what is not walkable, you can take metro. Walking from the gym home. Usually I take metro, but okay, maybe I'll cross here. But I decided today is a nice day to walk. And again, I don't always get to go to the gym at noon, but I'm a school teacher on summer break, so I don't have to go to work. Obviously, during school year, I would never be able to go to a gym class at noon. But right now I can. So why not? My building also has a pool, so after this and after I walk my dog, I can go to the pool. I grew up in Odessa, Ukraine, so it's on the Black Sea, and I'm used to spending summer on the beach. But right now, first of all, there is war in Ukraine. As we know, and Odessa is being constantly bombed, and it's probably not the best time to go to the beach there. But here I have a pool, nowhere near the water in DC, but there is a pool on the roof of my building. Okay, here is a church. Another one of those row house DC streets. Still walking 14th. Where are we? 14th and Q, I think. Doggy. Aww. Cutie. It's a French restaurant. Le Diplomate. Hi. Almost done with my smoothie. I tried to stream on July 4th because I could see a little bit of fireworks from my balcony. So I streamed, and I even saved the stream, and it was my first stream. So I don't know what I did wrong, but none of the comments that were during the live stream got saved. I don't know why. Maybe there was a glitch, or maybe I did something wrong. I wonder if these get saved so that I could respond later. Because again, I can't see much from this glare. Fourteenth and Church Street. Again, look at this eclectic DC architecture. Like there are old houses from, I guess, maybe 100 years ago, could be even late 1800s. And then there are some new houses attached to them. This is Studio Theater. It's a very diverse neighborhood. Getting closer to downtown. The construction here. So loud. I wonder how often people work out and how often people walk. And if anyone counts walking as physical activity, or we're just getting from point A to point B, or enjoyment. I don't consider it physical activity, but I enjoy walking, and it's a good mode of transportation when you're in a walkable area and when you don't need to go very far. I work very far, so I need to take metro there, and it's easier than driving because it's a straight shot on the metro and no need to deal with traffic. The only thing is, since I'm a school teacher, so I usually have to leave very early. I have to be there at 7:30 in Maryland. But right now it's summer, so I don't have to think about it. But metro is convenient for the most part. Getting close to the end of this part of 14th Street. I saw the other day somebody was streaming from my hometown, Odessa, Ukraine. Unfortunately, I couldn't recognize anything. Well, barely anything. Last time I was there was right before the war, November of 2021. And since then I haven't been there, but I guess despite the war there is construction happening and businesses moving in, moving out. Life is happening. There is another church and another doggy. And we're getting close to Thomas Circle. Fairly breezy. I wanted to live stream yesterday when I took my dog for a walk to Downtown National Mall, but because everything was so blocked off, all that construction and some fencing since 4th of July, so I got kind of frustrated that we couldn't have a normal DC Mall walk, and I only live a few blocks away from it, so it used to be my very frequent walk, but I haven't done it in a few months, and I was kind of very disappointed with what I saw yesterday. Okay, so here is Thomas Circle. think they're renovating the monument or doing something to the monument. I don't know what they're doing. A lot of DC flags on that building, on the balcony. I don't know if you can see. Massachusetts Avenue. About to cross. Don't know what they're doing to that monument. And now I'm on this side of 14th Street Northwest, getting closer to home. It's not exactly my neighborhood yet, but, you know, getting close to it. And I'm in no rush. A lot going on here with all this noise. DC buses. DC has really good public transportation. I don't take buses a lot, but they're pretty convenient. And I think they're free now. At least recently I took one and it didn't charge me. Metro is fairly expensive, but it's very convenient. And again, it's my only way of getting to work. Driving to Maryland from downtown DC is not convenient. Traffic is crazy. Even though in the morning I go against traffic because everyone is coming from suburbs here. And I'm going from here to the suburbs because I teach high school in Maryland. And I love my school. I don't love that I have to commute, but I love living in DC, and I've been at my school for a lot of years. At this point, decades. So there's something good about it. I mean, it is a good school. Right, getting close to Franklin Park. I love Franklin Park. It's fairly new. It's maybe like 2 or 3 years old. And I was skeptical when they were renovating it because there was a white squirrel living in it, and it was very unique, and I haven't seen white squirrels anywhere else. And so I was really upset that the white squirrel was losing its home. And I even wrote a petition to the district commissioner about it. But of course, they wouldn't stop the park renovation because of one squirrel. So they renovated it, and unfortunately, I have not seen the squirrel since that. This white squirrel, but the park is beautiful, and I have to admit that it's very convenient for people to just hang out here. It is lovely. And it has a playground for kids. It's a good park. This is Franklin Park. Again, typical DC architecture. There are some tables by the fountain for people to have their lunch. It's a little hot to sit outside, but I mean, compared to usual DC July humidity, this is actually decent. This is not the worst. Hi. Still walking. Fountain. The kids' playground is somewhere there. They have Museum of the Word somewhere around here. And I have not been there yet, but I took the kids and they said it's pretty cool. Again, DC architecture. And again, you can tell Franklin School is a very old historic building. And then a lot of these are modern. Some of them are ugly, to be honest.
We are a boutique practice of 15 people.
Okay, we can tell there is a guided tour happening. Thirteenth and I. Franklin Park. Oh, there is Museum of the Word, Planet Word, it's called. Okay, about to cross here. Getting close to Penn Quarter, my neighborhood. pictures on the other side. It's more shady, but it's okay.
Basically amounts to suck it up or leave. That's not fun.
National Museum of Women in the Arts. I love DC museums and the fact that they're all free. That's amazing compared to European museums or even museums in New York. The fact that we can go there for free, we can go and see just one painting, one work of art, or even sit in the courtyard and work there on your laptop. That's a real privilege that we can do. New York Avenue. Got to A Street. I'm walking to E Street, so I'm pretty close. Museum of the Art. Museum of Women in the Arts. In my neighborhood, which is just a couple blocks away from here, we have Portrait Gallery and National Museum of American Art. It's kind of two sides of the same museum, or two museums connected by the courtyard, the beautiful roof. And then National Gallery of Art is also a couple blocks away from there. Again, it's beautiful. I wish they just didn't do this horrible thing to the mall, to the National Mall. And maybe when they're done, there will be some improvement, but for now, it's kind of in total disarray. And I'm not going to go back there for the next, few months probably. Not to get upset. Macy's. Haven't been here in a while, actually. Got to Metro Center. So now this is my neighborhood. I don't know, across here or maybe walk this way. Macy's. Let's see, yeah, it took me about half an hour, maybe less, probably less, to get here from U Street. So this is Metro Center, and again, they knocked down this building. I don't know what they're doing and why. but they're doing something. Okay, let's cross here quickly. It's already Capital One Arena over there. Now this is my neighborhood. Getting to Metro Center. A little noisy. A lot of tourists, a lot of kids. But that's a good thing. That means people want to come here. And that's the reason, one of many reasons why I love living here, because if it's attractive to tourists, that means it's an attractive place. H&M here. Yeah, I've always been a city girl. So living in the city is pretty much the only lifestyle that works for me. I mean, I would love to live closer to the beach. And that's one thing that DC doesn't have, but maybe one day. But again, I don't think I can do all year round in a like small town, a small village on the beach. That's probably not my style. This is F Street, F and 11th. This is my neighborhood. My Walgreens over there. Unfortunately, a lot of stores closed. The rent is pretty high in the neighborhood, but some new ones opened, like Barnes & Noble just moved in, where Zara used to be. I just don't want empty storefronts. So as long as something moves in and it's sustainable and it stays there, it's good. And they're renovating Capital One Arena, so hopefully that will be finished pretty soon. I mean, right now it's a construction zone, but maybe within a year it'll be done. Lulu. That's Barnes & Noble. Sephora. Maybe they'll be done within a year, and then that will hopefully attract more residents to the neighborhood. What we don't have in this neighborhood is a grocery store. So either I have to walk to Safeway, which is like a 15-minute walk, or shop online, or get groceries when I go to one of the locations of my gym. And then I can go to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or Harris Teeter. But it's not right here, unfortunately. Here's again beautiful eclectic DC architecture. So you can see modern and you can see historic. And we're getting close to the portrait gallery. This is where we have Christmas market, usually holiday market, like around holiday season, from Thanksgiving till Christmas. It's very popular. And it's arts and crafts and food and jewelry and household things and music. Kind of normal things that you would expect from a holiday market. We have some farmers markets in the area around here too. And nice architecture, beautiful Riggs Hotel. Used to be Marriott Marquis. That a few years ago became Riggs. Has a nice restaurant. And that is our portrait gallery. Capital One Arena in the distance under construction. Walking over to East Street, my street. And I guess this is pretty much it. I'm almost home. And this was my walk. And I don't know if anyone was interested. But I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day. And I'm going to try to download it and see if comments save this time and if I can react to them. Or at least try to find out how to save them. So I can respond. Here's my East Street. And I'll cross here. It is 1:56 p.m. and I had a lovely walk home from the gym. I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, I know there was nothing earth-shattering about this walk and about this tour, Monaco Hotel, but I hope you enjoyed it a little bit. At least I did. Bye. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Do something healthy and pleasurable and useful for yourself, for people that you love, for beings that you love. If you have dogs, cats, or any other beings that you love and care about, do something good for them and for yourself today. Actually, here is our Shakespeare Theater. I'll show you. And restaurant, Spanish restaurant, Jaleo, Jose Andres. Anyway, bye.